ourselves here in the privacy of this gathering, that there was one striking thing said last weekend. The leader of the Labour Party said that the most constructive thing that the Labour Party can do in Irish politics is to decide to stay out of government indefinitely. And I can tell you, after the experience of 4.5 years in government with them, I think he's quite right. I agree. We had another problem during that last period in government, which was that we had an opposition. That was a very vigorous opposition, I must say, but that decided that the role of an opposition was always to say no. To the point where I almost believe that the one way that I could get Fianna Foyle to say that we should increase taxation is to say that I believe we should reduce it. They operated, and that was their point of view, and a lot of people believed them. They operated on the basis that what an opposition should do is always to say no. If you said that the moon was going to rise at midday, they would say no, it won't. If you said the sun was going to rise at 6 o'clock in the morning, they would say no, it won't. They stirred up every single interest group in this country, every single vested interest, to oppose what the government was doing. And we've seen the results of that. They now have, sitting on their doorsteps, a whole squad of interest groups who are saying to them, are you going to give effect to what you said while you were in opposition and during the last election? And they're now finding themselves in the position where they have to say, no, we're not. Now, I'm not going to stir up every opposition group. I'm not going to stir up every vested interest group, because I'm damn sure that I'm not going to conspire in pretending that things can be otherwise, in pretending that the earth is flat, and I'm not going to conspire in putting more Irish people out of jobs because we tell them that there is a different way of doing what really needs to be done in this country. We've seen the results of that over 5 years. We were told in the last election that there was a better way. And we were told that by a party that has now adopted our policies, by a party that has now turned itself on its head, by a party that is now doing the exact opposite of what it said for the 4.5 years that it was in opposition. That's going to do things to the Fianna Fáil party. I don't know whether any of you here have been at a Fianna Fáil common meeting lately. I haven't. Have any of you been?
No. Yeah, no.
Well, now, that'll be a very interesting thing to see, because I'm quite sure that Fianna Fáil common meetings today are a bit like Fine Gael branch meetings.